Let's talk about point number one, or agenda point number one, why exactly saving alone is not enough. Okay, so we have Miss Anjali right here, we have Anjali's family right here, and we have this piggy bank, right? So what is the story? The story is simple. Anjali, when she was 6 year old, right, she wanted to go to Dubai, and then she saw what exactly is the cost of flights to and fro flight, and she noticed that at that moment the price of the flight was 15K for one individual, right? And if we consider her family, there are four members including her. It means that 15K into 4, it is going to be 60K. She needed 60K just for flight tickets. She asked her father that can we go to Dubai during this vacation? And her father said, I don't think we can because the tickets and all the expenses are too much here. So we cannot go. Even if you consider the flight tickets, these are 60K, right? And it is kind of outside our budget. And Anjali thought at that moment that I will go to Dubai with my family. And she decided some, or the cutest thing, right? The kids do, generally they do, right? She said, I will save. I will save for coming 10 years, 12 years, I don't care. But until and unless I get this money 60K or even maybe more than that, I will not stop. I will save. I will take my family to Dubai. Right? You must be wondering, Mr. Vishnu, only flight ticket. This is what Anjali planned because this is the major expense in the trip, right? So she said, at least this major expense I am going to cover, maybe some more, right? And then my father would say yes to it. So what she decided? She decided to save 500 per month. And if we say 500 per month, then actually it is 6,000 per year. Good amount, right? And what she put all the money into this piggy bank. As simple as that. 1 year passed, 2 year passed, 3 year passed, 10 years. After 10 years, when she was 16, she she calculated what exactly the amount is going to be in this, right? And she calculated that now she has 60K. But she continued doing savings for 2 more years. In another 2 years, she got 72K or 72,000 rupees inside this piggy bank. As simple as that, right? And now the moment has come. Anjali wanted to tell this to her father that dad, now we can go. Now we can go to Dubai because I have accumulated all the money which was required for the to and fro tickets of Dubai. As simple as that, right? Now his father said, okay, what is the amount you have right now? And she said, I have 72,000, right? And then he checked what is the price of Dubai to and fro, and he found that the to and fro ticket for one person now is 30,000. It means that 30 into 4, it is going to be 1,20,000. And even after saving for 2 more years, means 10 plus 2, 12, she got just 72K. And she didn't get it that how it is possible, right? It was just 60K then. Is my money is losing its value, which is exactly what has happened in this case, right? Money lost its value. If you put your money and the money is not growing, it is just sitting idle at a place, actually in long run you are losing the money. And why? The reason is inflation. Generally, if we talk about India, the inflation rate is 4 to 6%, or maybe 2 to 4 to 6%. They say 4 plus minus 2%. The meaning is sometime it may go at the lower side, which is good, 2%. Sometime it is on higher side, it is 6%, right? Generally, we consider it 6%, right? So my money is losing its value every year by 6%. Right now, if I say I have 100 rupees, right? And if I put them somewhere, if I don't spend them, the next year on the same day, its value is going to be reduced by 6 rupees. Next year, it will be only 94 rupees worth. And that is what I mentioned, the cruelest theft in finance, right? Inflation is something which you can compare with a thief, right? It is taking your money away. What you did all the money, you put all the money inside this piggy bank, and now it is reducing every year by 6%. And that is the result of this, right? Interesting. So what I did is I drew everything on a number line also to show you. But what is the situation of Anjali right now, right? So if I show you here, Anjali started with 6 years. She had zero, then 500 rupees per month. If you consider after 3 years, it is going to be 18K. Then another 3 years, it is going to be 36. Means in 6 years, she will be having 36K in this piggy bank. You all know about it now. If we talk about 15 years, means 9 years. When she was six, now the amount is 54K, and when she become 18, it is 72K. You all know about it, right? We are just adding 6,000 rupees per year, which is inside this piggy bank. Now somebody suggested, Anjali, that you will get 15% return on your money. Believe me. If you do this way, definitely you are not going to buy the tickets. But sometime a wise man came to Anjali when she was six, and he suggested Anjali, right? Do not put your money in piggy bank. Put your money somewhere, and we will be talking about that somewhere. What are those options also, right? Put your money somewhere where you can get some interest, where you can get some return, right? So what is the meaning of 15%, right? To me, if you consider me 12 years back, Vishnu, right? Totally different understanding of finance. If somebody told me when I was almost 30-year-old and they say that Vishnu, you will be getting a 15% return on your investment. My thinking was, if I have 1 lakh rupees, if I give it for 12%, sorry, 15% interest for 10 years, it will become 1 lakh and 15,000, right? This was the simple thinking I had. Absolutely wrong, believe me, right? If you give your money for 15% per year, the meaning is if you give that money to somebody for 1 year, it will become after 1 year 1 lakh 15,000. Not much, right? That's okay. But then this 1 lakh 15,000, if you give for 1 year, your interest is will not be on 1 lakh, it will be on 1 lakh 15,000, right? Means the next time after 2 years, it is not going to be 2 lakh 30,000, it will be somewhere more than 2 lakh 30,000. If you give it for 3 years, for 4 years, for 5 years, for 6 years, right? This way, your money is going to increase. And believe me, if you give it a 15% rate in almost 5 years, little bit less, a little less time than 5 years, your money will be doubled from 1 lakh to 2 lakhs. Interesting. And this is what is happening with Anjali also. Somebody suggested that Anjali, you are going to get 15% return. It doesn't mean that Anjali is going to get 15% on 72K after 18 years. No. The point is, when Anjali started this 500, 500, 500 per month, right? And when you get 15% return over it, after 3 years, the amount will be 22K. Not much difference, right? Only 4K difference. But there is a difference. And this difference is going to be enormous after some time. When Anjali reached 12 here, the yellow color number you are seeing, those are the numbers which Anjali is getting after 15% return, right? From 22K to 56K, Anjali reached in just 12 months. Sorry, 12 when she became 12-year-old. Now the difference is of 20K. If we talk about the 15th one, right here, after when she became 15-year-old, the difference is almost 46 lakhs. Sorry, for 46K. Now she had almost 1.1 lakh. If we talk about when she became 18, 1.9K. Very, very interesting. See the difference. Now she has 1 lakh and 90,000 rupees when she became 18, and Dubai ticket were only 1 lakh and 20,000. It means that somehow, some way, she defeated that thief who was taking her money. If you put your money like this only, it will be reduced for sure. But if you put your money somewhere which is giving you return also 15%, 10%, 12%, right? You may beat that thief also. and which is happening right now. See.
So, enjoying learning? If you have reached till this point of the video, I think you are enjoying learning, and I just do not want to waste your time. I would like to say that if you want to see this complete course, this course is available on my website, which is www.bridgewhy.com. Please have a look at it. And along with this course, there are so many other courses available. If you want to start your networking journey from the beginning, from the scratch, or if you are a seasoned networking engineer, please have a look at this website. So you can see here is my website. The link of this website is also available on the description area just below this video. Thank you so much and enjoy learning.
Consider now Anjali can buy the ticket to Dubai, 1,20,000, right? And she still have almost 70K in which she can have maybe 3 or 4 days Dubai hotel, right? Very, very interesting. Same money, same everything, same money, same time, but the difference was of this 15%. Here, your money was reduced by 6% every year because of a thief named as inflation, right? But if we talk about here, some return, this 15% return, and some power, right? That power is going to be the eighth wonder of the world, which is known as compounding, is saving Anjali big time. If you see here, 1.9K, and it should not be 1.9K. So sorry for that. It's 1.9 lakh versus 72K, right? Now, let's try to understand that magic which is happening here. How come Anjali defeated this inflation thief, right? How come this 15% returned so much? Okay, to understand that, we need to get into one interesting story. And there is a question for you guys. What I want, you should have a piece of paper, right? Maybe a small, one pen also. If you don't have, please bring that. Or maybe if you are attending it from your laptop, just open your notepad also. Maybe a small window of notepad somewhere. I just want that you should write the answer for whatever I'm asking, right? So what is happening here? We have a big pond here, and we have one lotus flower, right? Somebody calculated that although this is looking big, right? But if you see right here inside, this is quite small. So there are right now 4 flowers you can see here. But if I talk about that the capacity of this lotus, or oh, sorry, the capacity of this entire, the capacity of this entire pond is almost 1024 flowers. Very, very interesting number. How somebody would have calculated it? Maybe he had calculated first the area of this one flower and the pond, and then he divided. As simple as that, right? But the point is not to calculate the area and how we reach onto this number. The point is that this pond has a specific uh, thing in it, right? A specific power, you can say, divine power. And that power is that if you put one flower in this pond, the next day it is going to double whatever the number of flowers it has. For example, on the first day, if you put one flower, the second day when you come and see, it is going to be two. Means number of flowers are going to be two. On the third day, it is going to double it. It means that from two, it will become four. The fourth day, it is going to be double the previous number, means eight. As simple as that, right? If you're observing all these things, means if you are if you see on the first day you are going to see only one flower, you won't be able to notice it, right? On the second day it is going to be two, on the third day it is going to be four. You may see something in this big pond, right? Even on the fourth day also you will see only 8 flowers, which is quite, means you can just ignore them, right? Because it's a huge pond. Even on the fifth day when you see 16 lotus, it is also quite ignorable, right? You could just go, you will see the entire pond is still empty. Now there is one question for you. If I say, right, and just try to understand, if I say that this complete pond took me 10 days, took 10 days to fill with this complete pond, right? It means that now we have 1024. I just want you to write in how many days this pond will be filled by half, 50%, right? So there are different people, different. And if you had asked me this question maybe some time back, because now I know the answer, right? My first instinct was that maybe in 5 days, right? But people are smart here. People were there in Hindi class too, and they answered it well. They said, no, Vishnu, it is not going to be 5 days. It is going to take 9 days. Very, very interesting. Why 9 days? Because the flowers are getting doubled every day. So if this is the situation of the ninth day, right, and if we double it, then we will reach to this situation. Means the next day, the pond will be doubling all this flower. It means that it will become this, right? If I ask you what is the situation of eighth day, you will be saying, Mr. Vishnu, on eighth day only the quarter of this pond was filled. As simple as that, right? If we talk about on the seventh day, not even the quarter, right? Maybe only this portion. Why I'm calling you all these days, right? I am putting more concentration on number of days. Just try to think. I'm talking about seventh day. You will notice only these many flowers. Eighth day, many more. Ninth day, 50%. 10th day, complete full. But what about the starting 6 days, 1 to 6? Nobody is going to notice it, right? It means that the growth was so small, right? In the starting days. Actually, the growth is same on every day, but it gets visible to us from 7th or maybe 8th, 9th, 10 days, right? And what I did is I drew it over a graph, right? Just try to understand this graph. In starting 5 days, if you see, uh, and if you see the pond also, you will not see much flowers there, right? Anybody can just ignore them. But still the flowers are getting into the pond at the same rate, right? Means every day it is getting double. Means we started with 1, it became 2, then 4, then 8, then 16. On the fifth day also there were only 16 flowers. On the sixth day there were 32 flowers. Believe me, very less, because this pond capacity was 1024. And if you compare 1024 and 32, 32 is a number which is almost very less as compared to 1024. That is why that is why you are not able to make out a difference, right? But as soon as we reach 8th day, 128 quite visible, 256 quite visible. But see this line, right? You will see that growth only after this point, maybe 7th year after or 7th days after, you will see the difference. And suppose if I had told you that basically this compound or this pond will be filled in 30 days, believe me, the starting 24 or 22 days will be negligible. Because you know, on 29th day, the pond will be half. On the 30th day, the pond will be full. And I'm talking about a pond which is way bigger than this one right now, because I'm talking about 30. If you want to calculate how many flowers are going to be there on the 30th day, you can easily calculate, because it is going to be 2 to the power 30. I am not going to explain why it is 2 to the power 30, because I want something to be with you over this weekend, that why it is going to be 2 to the power 32, 30. If we are talking about 30 days. See here, it is very, very simple. Means on the first day 2 to the power 0, and by the way, 2 to the power 0 is not 0, it is 1. 2 to the power 1 is 2. 2 to the power 2 is 4. And this is how the numbers are increasing. 2 to the power 4 is my 8. 2 to the power 10 is 1024. This pond got filled right here. And I'm talking about something which gets filled in 30 days. You will see the same graph for these 30 days. Here, the number of days will be 30, and the flower numbers are going to be in millions, billions, I don't know. But the one thing which is going to common, which will be like this, you will see the rapid growth at the end. Although the growth is exactly same, because you are actually doubling the number, right? One thing is very important here. See, you started with only one flower. You reach 1024 in just 10 days. If I tell you that you can double your money every day, if you can start with 1 lakh, right? It is going to be 1024 lakhs, means 10 crores at the end of 10 days. Although it is almost impossible to double your money every day. But try to understand, if you can do, your 1 lakh can become 10 crores, right? And if it goes like this for 20 days, it is going to be 2 to the power 20, means 1024 into 1024. It is going to be almost 10 lakhs. 10 lakhs lakh. You can consider, you can think how much money you are going to have, right? But it is almost impossible to double your money every day. But the point here I would like to tell is that on the 10th day you have 10 crore. Will it matter with how much you started? You start with one flower, right? Maybe instead of 1 lakh you start with 1 rupee, you will be having 1024 rupees at the end of 10 days. And if you keep on compounding, it is going to. So the point here is, what I want to say is, doesn't matter the initial number, it might be small, but the growth you see is always at the end if you are compounding your money. What is the meaning of compounding? The compounding meaning is, if you are increasing your money, suppose with 15%, right? Here what I'm doing, I am increasing my money with 100% every day, right? So suppose I have, to begin with, I have say 1000 rupees, right? After 1 year, this 1000 will become 2000, as simple as that. But then my next growth is not going to happen on this 1000. My next growth will be happening over this 2000. Then we will be having 4000 rupees. The next year, 8000 rupees. And this is the power of compounding. If I'm saying the 100% return is there, it doesn't mean that if I give 1000 rupees to you for 15 years, over 100% return, right? It doesn't mean that it is going to be 1015, right? Sorry, 1115. No, because your money is increasing 100% every year, not once. And this is the mistake people does always.